All right, good afternoon to you from the Storm Alert Weather Center. We are here in the studio. Numerous severe thunderstorm warnings are currently in effect. We apologize for earlier being kind of out of commission there for a moment, but we were broadcasting driving down the road, and I guess that beats nothing at all. We came in, and apparently the the radar data is down, but you can see where the warnings are issued. We have the tornado alert device going off in the background, signifying a severe thunderstorm warning. That is what that we're under. That would be for Casey, Russell, Clinton, Cumberland, and Adair County, and then back toward Greene, Taylor County, over toward Edmonton, the Glasgow area, all under severe thunderstorm warnings. This severe thunderstorm warning is in effect this afternoon until 2:30 Central Time. Still about another half an hour left to go in that warning. Again, a severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for all of this area. We're not allowed to share the Doppler radar out of Jamestown, but we're watching that as the storms move through to give you a little bit of guidance on where the storms are located. The strongest part of the storm is now located right over central Adair County, over toward Edmonton and Glasgow, east of Glasgow, and the storms are moving to the southeast. Very likely that we could see strong thunderstorm winds in the excess of 50 to 60 miles per hour. The latest information on the warning, the National Weather Service says that wind gusts up to 60 mile an hour and penny-sized hail, and that has already been reported in parts of Adair County. Again, you can see on the radar the latest updates on the polygons where the warnings are in effect. And that would include Russell, Casey, Adair, Clinton, and Cumberland County, all under severe thunderstorm warning. And now a flash flood warning is in effect for Hart County. That's in effect until 3 o'clock Central Time this evening. Up to 1 inch of rain is falling, or between 2 to 3 inches have fallen, and over Hart County up to an inch more is possible. Heavy rainfall is also occurring with this storm, according to the latest radar information. Storm's moving to the southeast at about 50 miles per hour. Again, we have about another 25 minutes or so for this warning to be in effect for all of this area. That would include, as you can see on the radar map, that would include Russell, Adair, Clinton, Cumberland, and Casey County, all under a severe thunderstorm warning. I'd like to remind you, if you're out traveling this evening or this afternoon and you run into flooded roadways, turn around, don't drown. Slow down on your commute to prevent hydroplaning, as that is also a dangerous situation to be involved in. Local storm reports wind damage in Greensburg is being reported, and law enforcement report a large tree down on a structure there in Hart County, and wind damage there in Monroe County, reporting from the storm. Again, up to 60 miles per hour winds are possible as the storm moves through. This is a very large, complex storm as it moves through, and even back to the west over toward Bowling Green. They're under a storm warning, and the following counties are as well: Marion, Russell, Taylor, Casey, Adair, Lincoln, Mercer, Clinton, Greene, Monroe, Washington, Boyle, Cumberland, Barron, and Metcalfe are all under severe thunderstorm warnings. Have a new warning that's just been issued, and we'll get that information to you. So now we have a severe thunderstorm warning for Pulaski County and for McCreary County. We should be getting that information now. Of course, Pulaski is our coverage area. Pulaski County and McCreary County and Wayne County are all under a severe thunderstorm warning. The severe thunderstorm warning for Wayne and Pulaski County will remain in effect until 3:45 Eastern or 2:45 Central Time. And again, we apologize. We've lost data from the radar, but we are showing you the warnings and where they are in effect. Again, Russell, Adair, Casey, Clinton, and Cumberland, all under a severe thunderstorm warning. That's in effect for about another 22 minutes or so. So if you're in the path of this storm, seek shelter immediately. Heavy rainfall and strong gusty winds are being reported, and even confirmed damage in some of our western counties. The latest from the Climavision radar here in Jamestown, Kentucky, one of the best tools that we've seen come through this region in a long time. It is showing those storms that are moving through the area, and primarily it is along and south of Jamestown, the strongest part of that storm, along and south of Jamestown. So if you're in the path of anywhere in this region, that part of Casey, Clinton, Cumberland, Russell, Adair, Pulaski, Wayne County, you should be heads up and be prepared for severe weather. We've had reports of trees down and other things across parts of Greene and Taylor County as those storms have moved through. But again, a severe thunderstorm warning is now in effect for the most part of Pulaski, Wayne, and McCreary County. Of course, Pulaski is in our coverage area as well as Wayne. Looking at the Doppler radar out of Louisville, we're seeing the storms over near Bowling Green continuing to develop. They're moving to the southeast. Would not be surprising if we see Scottsville in a storm warning soon as the storms moves through. Looks like Taylor County over around Campbellsville, looks like the threat is beginning to diminish there. And as we see the storms start to move into the western part of Russell County. Now, the southern part's already getting storm activity. The western part, mainly from Highway 80 back to the north, the storm's beginning to move in that region. Very heavy rainfall now in moving into Russell Springs. Here at the studio, absolutely coming a flood. We can see on our tower camera that additional heavy rainfall is on its way. Again, we have a severe thunderstorm warning that's in effect for Russell, Adair, Casey, Clinton, and Cumberland. This is in effect for the next 20 minutes or so, and a brand new warning in effect for Pulaski, Wayne, and McCreary County. So if you're in the path of the storm, seek shelter immediately. Wind gust at 40 miles per hour here in the studio. Right now, 40 miles per hour wind gust here at the studio. Torrential rainfall is now occurring. But again, we have just recorded a wind gust of 40 miles per hour here at the Storm Alert Weather Center. We're also beginning to have some power flashes in the area. Our lights did flicker a little bit. But we did have a recorded wind gust of 40 miles per hour just a moment ago here in the Weather Center. And very heavy rainfall. You're listening to severe weather coverage on the Storm Alert Weather Center here in Russell Springs, doing weather coverage for Russell and surrounding counties. Again, we have reports over in Adair County earlier, strong thunderstorm winds, had reports of some trees down back toward the west. Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 2:30 for this area. Storm warning has been lessened just a little bit. If we look back toward Greene and Taylor County, the warning has been allowed to expire, but it does continue for Russell, Clinton, Cumberland, and Casey County, as well as parts of Pulaski, Wayne, and Whitley County, or McCreary County. And that basically includes all of this, of our coverage area. The winds have subsided somewhat here at the weather studio. We've had 40-mile-an-hour wind gust, and now it's very heavy rainfall, as well as winds gusting anywhere between 10 and 15 miles per hour. Local storm reports in Hart County. Flash flooding, water rescue underway northwest of Munfordville. Again, that is in Hart County. Water rescue underway there in Hart County around Munfordville, Kentucky. We watch the storms move out of Edmonton. It's very likely the folks in Burkesville, if you're listening in Burkesville, the worst part of the storm is still back to your west. That storm is moving into the northwestern part of Cumberland County as we speak. strongest part of the storm in Russell County would be around Jamestown, Montpelier, the Union Chapel community, Greensboro, Rock House regions. That's where the strongest part of the storm is occurring as we speak. We're looking at a cell developing in the southern part of Casey County. So a little bit on the strong side, gusty winds, as well as very heavy rainfall is occurring with that storm. And again, if you've joined us wondering where the radar is, radar data is lost. I'm not able to receive that for some reason, a technical difficulty, but we do have the warnings out to show you where they currently are in place, and that would be Russell, Adair, Casey, Clinton, Cumberland, Pulaski, and Wayne County, all under severe thunderstorm warnings. It's right now 16 minutes after 2 o'clock. Good evening to you. You're listening to severe weather coverage on the Storm Alert Weather Center. Thank you all so much for joining us today. Large part of south central Kentucky under a severe thunderstorm warning and heavy rainfall. Gusty winds are occurring with this storm. And I'm trying to work out one of the past storms that we had. We utilized the another radar program, and I'm going to see if I can bring that up. And if I can, we'll be utilizing it for a moment until we can establish the problem with our radar. And I do have something up here. All right, so we do have radar now. We're going to utilize what they call Radar Omega, and that is something that you can have on your own phone if you would like that. It's a subscription based, and I knew we could do something. I haven't used this for some time, but it's a really a good product to have. Again, the Radar Omega. It's and that shows the line of storms as it begins to move into parts of the Lake Cumberland area. Again, the strongest part of the storm, even indicated by the radar in Jamestown. That's the Climavision radar. The strongest part, again, is south of Russell Springs, around Jamestown, down through Union Chapel, Greensboro. Those areas. If you are in Cumberland County, the strongest part of the storm is yet to be there. It's over Highway 90 there in Metcalfe County, headed to the southeast. So if you're in Cumberland County, the strongest part of that storm is yet to impact your region. All right, about another 10 minutes to go on the storm warning here in Russell County. We're watching that here on Climavision radar out of Jamestown, Kentucky. a very, very good tool, something we appreciate greatly. The people of Jamestown and those who worked so hard to get it here, and we definitely appreciate everybody for making that possible. It's a great tool for us to use here in the Weather Center. About another 10 minutes to go on the storm warning for Russell, Clinton, Casey, Cumberland, and Adair County. The latest radar data shows the strongest part of the storm right in southern Adair County. And it seems like if you're on the northern part of Adair County, north of Columbia, it appears most of the strongest part of those cells have moved out into Casey County. We had a wind gust of 40 miles per hour here, having reports of water rescue in Hart County, heavy rainfall across the area. We received 0.2 of an inch in about, I would say, in about 10 minutes, when the strongest part of the heaviest rainfall was occurring. We've had 0.2 of an inch and wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour. All right, and the tornado alert continues to show severe thunderstorm warning for areas to our east. That would be over toward Pulaski County. The latest radar update shows the storms have began to move out of Russell County down into Cumberland County, or down into Albany, Clinton County, Monticello, and we have a new severe thunderstorm warning that has just been issued, and that would be in effect for Cumberland, Clinton, and Monroe County. That's until 3 p.m. That's a new severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect until 3 o'clock for Clinton, Monroe, and Cumberland County. Brand new severe thunderstorm warnings for Clinton, Cumberland, Monroe County. That is in effect until 3 o'clock Central Time this afternoon. We can expect wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. Now all right, so that is what we just gave. Clinton, Cumberland, and Monroe County. Areas affected include Tompkinsville, Albany, Burkesville, Desda, Cartwright, Savage, and the Ida community there in Cumberland County. Again, a severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for Clinton, Monroe, and Cumberland County. Now, the one for the remaining part of south central Kentucky will be allowed to expire in about 5 minutes. That would include Casey, Clinton, and I'm going to say Casey, Adair, and Russell, and that should take care of that area. But then once that warning is allowed to expire, then we would see a continuance of that storm warning moving into Cumberland County. And again, that's the storm we were watching a few moments ago. They've extended the warning to go into and extend into Cumberland County. If you look back to the west, if you're joining us here on the radar, you can see once this moves out of the area, it should be pretty calm. There's nothing immediately back to the west that would impact us. A few storms around Bowling Green that will be moving into Portland, Tennessee, Red Bowling Springs, Lafayette, Tennessee, but nothing immediately that would affect us. Rainfall back behind the front, currently in Horse Cave over around Campbellsville. But after this moves out, cloudy skies will prevail. But it looks like the immediate storm threat would be a whole lot less. Temperatures have cooled down tremendously compared to what they were before the storm moved through. Again, we have the severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect for Greene, Taylor, for Russell, Adair, Clinton, Cumberland. Those counties, as well as Pulaski and Wayne and McCreary, were about 3 minutes away from the storm warning to be allowed to expire here in Russell County, as well as Adair County, and the one in Clinton and Cumberland will be allowed to continue until 2:45, until those cells move out of that area. Been a very busy afternoon here in the Weather Center. Of course, earlier we were kind of caught out in traffic and couldn't get back to the studio in time, and we kind of apologize for that. But for the first time we've ever done live weather coverage driving down the road, but we got the word out with the warnings. The strongest part of the storms now as they move through for Russell and Adair County, right there at the southern tip of those counties, including Cumberland, including Clinton County, as we watch those storms move through. The strongest part is now in the southern part of Russell County, and in the eastern part of Russell, southeastern part, that's where the strongest part of those storms are currently moving into. The National Weather Service in Louisville indicates that the storms that are moving through Clinton, Monroe, and Cumberland, moving to the south at 25, and you could see up to 60-mile-an-hour wind gust with that storm. So if you're in the path of that storm, seek shelter. Again, severe thunderstorm warning is in effect, and torrential rainfall is also occurring. So you need to be in a safe place if you're not already. All right, so we can officially make it all clear for the following area. Russell County, all clear. Adair County, all clear. Casey County, all clear. The only warnings that we currently have in effect: Wayne, Laurel, Pulaski, McCreary, and Whitley County till 2:45 Central Time, 3:45 Eastern. We have the severe thunderstorm warning down to the south. That would include Clinton, Monroe, and Cumberland. And that's in effect for another 30 minutes until 3 p.m. Central Time. Right here locally at the studio, we had wind gust earlier at 40 miles per hour. Lasted very little time, but now it's calmed down. Not a lot of precipitation, but as the radar shows, radar down in Jamestown, the Climavision shows the strongest storms over southern, the moving out of the southern part of Adair into the northern part of Cumberland County, as well as the northern part of Clinton County. That's the location of the strongest storms that are now occurring. If you are in Monticello, have a large cell there that's moving through, strong gusty winds moving through. So if you are in Wayne County, you also have a storm warning effect. Areas east of Science Hill, a couple of cells there, and then in western Pulaski County, along around Nancy, the Hickernut Ridge Road area, storms beginning to move in to that region as well. So we have, again, severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect for Clinton, Monroe, and Cumberland. That is in effect until 3 p.m. Central Time. About another 29 minutes from now, we also have the severe thunderstorm warning. It's in effect for Wayne County, Laurel, Pulaski, McCreary, and northwestern Whitley. That is in effect until 3:45 Central Time. And right now, based on some of the data that we're seeing, some of the velocity modes and wind direction, I think at this point, the main concern over in Burkesville, we're not going to say it's not going to happen, but the main concern is going to be very, very heavy rainfall over in Clinton County. And even in the central part of Wayne County, we see that cell intensifying just a little bit as it moves through. But I think the strongest concern in Burkesville over in Cumberland County would be the heavy rainfall. That storm is now to the south. The strongest part is now south of Highway 90 between Burkesville and Albany. That is where the strongest part of the storm is currently located. All right, so we have that warning there in Clinton, Cumberland County, Wayne County, and Pulaski County under a severe thunderstorm warning. Adair County is reporting now that in downtown Columbia, trees and power lines down on Hurt Street. There in Adair County, again, trees down on Hurt Street. There in Adair County. All right, you are listening to severe weather coverage here from the Storm Alert Weather Center. We're glad everybody could join us this afternoon. We're watching these storms move into Wayne, Cumberland, and Clinton County. The Doppler radar in Jamestown shows a big pulse in precipitation and maybe the possibility of some hail there in Adair, or a correction, in Wayne County. We're seeing that storm move through that area, and saying hail indications are up to 1 inch in diameter. So it's likely we could see some hail occurring there in Wayne County. heavy rainfall is currently falling around, even though we're not in the warned area, around Creelsboro and Rockhouse Bottom. Very, very heavy rainfall occurring. That, according to Doppler radar, even down into the central part of Cumberland County, northeast of Albany, around the Cumberland City community of Clinton County. Very likely that we would be seeing hail in Wayne County around and just west of Monticello. Very likely that there could be hail occurring with that storm as it moves through. We're looking at some of the 3D imagery that shows inflow and everything on the storm. It's very likely that you could see some hail occurring there in Wayne County, as well as parts of Cumberland County. The severe thunderstorm warning that's in effect for Clinton and Cumberland County, that storm again moving through, and the warning is in effect until 3 p.m., 25 more minutes for that. And then the one for Pulaski County and Wayne County, that is in effect until 3:45 Central Time or Eastern Time this afternoon. I'd like to remind folks for severe weather coverage, we appreciate all the people that tune in and make us part of your weather resources. We try to do the best we can to keep everybody updated and informed. Trying to get some information, some more information out of Adair County about what has happened. It's simply a tree down, I think. We're trying to get some more information about that to pass along. Apparently, we've had some little bit of damage there in Adair County. If you have anything to report, we're not able to look at our messages coming in, but if you have something to report or know of anything that has happened that you would like to share with us, we would be glad to pass that along. Leave it in the comments. Now we have another warning that's in effect. And for some reason, we have another storm warning for Wayne, Pulaski, and McCreary. It's all, that is all part of the same warning that was issued just a little bit ago, but some of the areas include Burnside, the Cooperative, and the Greenwood. That's between 3:45 and 4 o'clock this afternoon. And again, that's a brand new severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect for Wayne, southwestern Pulaski, McCreary County, and southwestern Whitley County. That's in effect until 4:15 Eastern Time today. Strongest part of the storm now that's in Cumberland County is pretty much over the county, all around Burkesville. We're watching the storms over Monticello as they move through that area. Adair County, Russell County clear, Casey County clear if you're asking. The storm there in Pulaski County that was in effect, the storm warning, that has been allowed to expire. Very, very little Pulaski County under a warning now, and mainly focused upon Wayne County, Clinton County, and Cumberland County. We're going to remain here for about another 5 or 10 minutes or so with weather information. I think the worst part is going to start impacting the northern part of Tennessee as those storms move out of Clinton and Cumberland to around Byrdstown, Salina, Tennessee. So we're going to be here for a few more minutes. I think everybody's gotten the word by now of what is going on. Again, a severe thunderstorm warning does continue for Clinton and Cumberland County. And as we kind of was watching earlier, the storms there in the northern part of Tennessee, now they have started receiving warnings as well. That would include Lafayette, Red Boiling Springs, Westmoreland, Portland, Walnut Grove, and Fairfield, Ohio, or Tennessee, all under severe thunderstorm warnings. Those have just been issued a little bit ago. Torrential rainfall is likely falling in the Cumberland County area. Again, a severe thunderstorm warning continues there for the next 30 minutes or so. We're still not getting very many reports of any other problems associated with those storms moving through. Just received trees and power lines down on Hurt Street. Maybe making a trip over to Adair County to see exactly what's going on and what kind of damage is being reported. But trees and power lines are down. Likely the trees will be the result of the power lines being down there on Hurt Street in Adair County. They're in Columbia. The severe thunderstorm warning, again, for most of Pulaski County has been allowed to expire. The extreme southwestern part of the county still under the warning, but as far as Russell, Casey, and Adair are generally clear. The warnings have been issued, but we do have some rainfall that is expected to come on in behind that front. It is 2:45 Central, 3:45 Eastern. Real quickly, once again, the timelines on the warnings for the counties that we cover. Clinton and Cumberland County, the severe thunderstorm warning that's in effect is in effect until 3 o'clock, about another 15 minutes or so. That'd be for Clinton, Monroe, and Cumberland. The storm warning there for Wayne County, that's in effect until 4:15. And as you can see there on the radar, the strongest part of the storms are right over Burkesville there in Cumberland County, as we can zoom in to see that just to the east of Maribon along Highway 90 there in Cumberland County. And as the storms continue to move out of Kentucky into the northern part of Tennessee. If you're around Byrdstown, Tennessee, you're going to have training thunderstorms as those storms move out of Clinton and Cumberland County down into the parts of northern Tennessee. So very likely you see heavy rainfall, and you could receive up to an inch or two relatively fast. And that's what the latest radar imagery is showing this afternoon. And I'm getting some information from a friend of mine. I think maybe a picture. Someone, if you're listening, if you typed in just Somerset, I'm not receiving anything else. I was expecting maybe a photograph of something that was happening there in Pulaski County, but as of right now, I do not have that. Again, looking back toward Burkesville, the storms are beginning to move again into southern part, into the southern part of Cumberland County, down into the northern part of Tennessee, around Byrdstown, and the storms continue to develop and move to the south. All right, special weather statement issued for Pulaski County. They're indicating, this is the Weather Service in Jackson, indicating wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Again, that is a special weather statement issued by the Weather Service out of Jackson. This would include areas around Somerset, Mount Vernon, Science Hill, Burnside, Woodstock, and the Cumberland Falls State Resort Park. Again, that is a special weather statement issued by the Weather Service out of Jackson. And again, the strongest part of those storms beginning to move out of our coverage area. We're going to stay around the studio a little bit longer and see how things materialize, but I don't see a need to keep on and on and on. We'll be watching this as the storms move through. The worst part of the storms there in Wayne County are now moving into McCreary County, and that is out of our coverage area, as well as the storms in Cumberland County is just south of Burkesville. Still watching a little bit of activity just to the south of Albany there in Clinton County. But we're going to be monitoring the weather situation, and we'll keep you updated and informed as you can see the latest radar imagery and to see what's going on. It's just about all moved out of Kentucky. But we'll be here to keep you updated and informed. If we have to come back on, we will. But I think severe threat is diminishing as the storms move into northern Tennessee. Thank you all for joining us from the Storm Alert